guys, it's Liv and baby Beau is down here. He's just enjoying the light show in his activity center. We're here today with our 4-month update. He is a little bit past that 4-month. It was the 22nd today and he was 4 months on the 19th. So I'm a few days late, but we decided to start the 4-month sleep regression. And it's a doozy. So we haven't had much sleep and we've been a little bit preoccupied in the days as well. So anyways, let's just jump right into it. He's doing well overall, other than not sleeping. In the day, he doesn't like to go, especially in the mornings, he does not like to go down for his morning naps. So obviously then by the end of the day, he's really tired. He's taking long naps in the afternoon. And by the time we go to bed, I don't know if he's overtired at that point or if he's just slept too much at that point, but he will only sleep for, well, last night it was 2 hours. We put him down at, well, 9 o'clock, and I think he started stirring, but we got up at midnight, and then we got up again at 3, and then we got up again at 6, and then I think we got up for the day, yeah, we got up for the day at 6:30 after I fed him in bed at 6 and then got up for the day because he was awake. I was not. Anyways, so that's kind of how our nights are looking these days, which is not super fun, but I know that this too shall pass. He is learning to roll over. I missed him rolling over on his own unassisted. He did it just moments before I grabbed the camera out. I didn't prompt him or anything. He was up on tummy time and just decided to roll over, and he kind of surprised himself, so I think he was a little scared after that. He can do it. He can roll from his tummy to his back, and he can also roll from his back to his tummy, so he just is lazy and doesn't do it most of the time. He is doing really well with tummy time. It just depends on his mood. And then in terms of his reflux, it does seem to be improving, which is really awesome. He still gets it from time to time, but it's pretty much almost gone entirely, which is like a massive relief. He is a much happier baby. Obviously with the sleep regression in the day, he can get tired and cranky, but that's, you know that he's tired and he's cranky. It's nothing to do with any pain or anything like that, so that's good. He is eating lots right now, obviously, because we're in Leap 4, and I thought that Leap 4 lasted 2 weeks, and then I was quickly corrected that it's a month-long leap, and then I looked in my app and I was like, wow, I feel like I just decided it was going to be 2 weeks instead of a month to save my sanity, but so we've just kind of started that. I don't know, I don't know if it's, the sleep regression is part of the leap, or if, I don't know what's going on, but anyways, I do know that like when he usually has his leaps, he is very, very cuddly. He wants to be held all the time. And like I said, he's not really wanting to sleep in the days, so he will only sleep if he's being held, which obviously makes it difficult for me to get much done. I could put him in a carrier, but usually, well, I mean, I could, and I should probably, but what happens is that I feed him and he falls asleep, and then once he falls asleep, I want to soak, like, up that moment that he's fallen asleep, and he just is in my arms, and I don't want to disturb him at that point. So I'm not getting a lot done in my days, let's put it that way, because when he is awake, he's like full on, he needs attention, and if you aren't paying him attention, then he gets fussy, so as he's getting now. Say hello to the people. Say hello to the YouTube family. Hello. We're in just our diaper. We need to get changed, but we just went for a walk, and it's really hot outside. It's about 80 degrees and like humid. So we're both a little overheated right now. We're cooling down in the house, but that's why he's not wearing any clothes. But he's getting big. I feel like he's really tall. He stands up really well. Pretty unsupported, well, not unsupported, he's supported, but he doesn't need me to like hold him all the time. Just depends on his mood, and then he gets noodle legs and he'll just like collapse, but I'm always like holding him, so it's never dangerous or anything. He's also learning to sit. Let's see if he'll do it. Are you sitting? You want to sit for the people? So again, like I have to sort of be there and support him, but he can do it on his own, but he'll often like lean forward in order to do it. So yeah, I mean, he's developing really quickly, it feels like he's all of a sudden learning all these new things and he's doing all these new things. He's definitely beginning to teethe. He is really slobbery, like all the time, just drooling constantly, and he's started to bite when he's feeding, which is not so pleasant. And he has begun to chew on his Sophie and his other teethers every now and again, just to, I don't know, cope, I guess. I don't see anything, but I mean, I'm sure it's just like the very early stages of it. So imagine that, you know, teeth breaking through the gums. That doesn't feel good. So anyways, that's sort of our main update. He's still sleeping in our room, but in his own crib. He's in his Merlin magic sleep suit. It's going well, other than the fact that he's not sleeping. He's not startling himself awake or anything like that. It's just simply that he's not sleepy and he wants to be with us. He doesn't want to be down on his own. So he should have a pediatrician visit to get his next vaccinations right away here. I keep forgetting to call and make the appointment, so maybe as soon as I finish this recording, I will go do that if I don't forget again. And then I think we're going to feel a lot better about taking him out in public. It's still flu and cold season, even though we live in a hot climate. I mean, people still get sick, and we've had a cold. It feels like we've had 2 or 3 colds just kind of back to back, or we just haven't properly recovered. I don't know what the deal with that is, but I think we're finally better, so I'm kind of like, I don't want to get sick again. But yeah, I mean, it being cold and flu season, we still have to be careful, but I do feel better. Once he has his next round, I'll feel much more comfortable being out in public and everything like that. And taking him like on planes and stuff as well. We do have a couple trips planned for next year. We're going to be going back out to the coast to have a friend's wedding next May, and then I have a family vacation probably in July. So those are sort of our vacation time is already kind of booked up based on those things. And when I say family vacation, I mean like with my mom, my brother, and their kid. Anyways, it's a big group. Basically, we're returning to a place that we used to go as a family when we were younger. So kind of like a reunion of sorts. Yeah, but otherwise we're just hanging here for Christmas, and my mom should be, well, hopefully she'll be coming in. She flies standby, so she is at the airport right now trying to get on a flight, but she keeps missing her chance. So she keeps getting bumped and bumped and bumped, and doesn't look like she'll get out today, and I doubt tomorrow. I mean, maybe she'll be able to fly on Christmas Day, but that's kind of the risk with flying standby. You just never really know, so it's up in the air. But anyways, I mean, regardless, we're just super excited to have this little guy to celebrate with this year. And it's going to be really special, and having Santa come visit and all the rest of it. So, oh my gosh, look at all this slobber. He's soaked. Can you see that? You guys have probably been watching him slobber. It's just going, oh, Mom, pay attention. But I was talking to you guys. Yeah. But yeah, anyways, we're having a really fun time. Loving being a mom. It's my greatest joy. Very, very happy and grateful. And today in particular has been a really special day because a year ago today was our pregnancy test video. I'll link it up above. It's really emotional. If you're feeling an emotional state, maybe don't watch it. Every time I watch it, I just bawl because obviously it took us about 5 years to get to that positive, and that was our first and only positive pregnancy test that we've ever had. So, and it led to this little man, and that was a year ago today. So I woke up this morning and I came downstairs, and Eric had written me a beautiful card and bought me a gift. And if you follow me on Instagram, you probably already saw all this in my stories. But anyways, it's just a really meaningful day to be talking to you guys about him and remembering a year ago yesterday that I was so fearful that I would never get to experience this, and to be sitting here holding him and talking about my experience. I mean, that's pretty meaningful and amazing. So anyways, I'm just very grateful, and I'm getting teary talking about it, so I'm going to stop. But yeah, anyways, I'm grateful for you guys for being on this journey with me. I know that in the early months, especially following that pregnancy test, it was very anxiety and fear-ridden for me. And to now be in this place, I mean, I still have tons of fears as a mom, you know, with SIDS, and, you know, there's so many risks in this world. But I'm feeling very grateful to just have this experience at all, and to be fearful. I'm grateful to be fearful in those ways. So anyways, yes, are you dancing around? Me and this little man are we're gonna go have maybe some food, And then I'm going to call the doctor and make that appointment, and we're going to talk to you the next time that we see you. I know that we dropped the ball on Vlogmas, and I'm sorry, not sorry, I guess. I don't know. I tried, but it was just too hard with all the things we had going on in my days. I literally couldn't even pick up the camera, and then having the time to edit would have been non-existent anyways, so forgive us, but we'll get to our next video when we get to it, and until then, bye! Thanks for watching! P.S. Please ignore the dirty house behind me because I haven't had time to clean.